Good morning, everybody. I thought I would shoot a video while I was sitting in the car waiting for my hubby. You know, it was something I was thinking about the other day, about having a good day and making that decision to have a good day. And so often we almost let our brain do whatever it wants to do. And that's kind of a problem, because sometimes the brain will go down rabbit holes and decide to focus on things that make us anxious or angry or frustrated, and it can ruin our whole day. And so part of the process of healing, part of the process of feeling good, is making that decision to have a good day, and then making a plan to have that good day. You really have to plan sometimes. Not everybody wakes up in a happy mood and let's go and I'm ready to go and it's gonna be great. You know, sometimes we wake up and we hit the snooze button like I did this morning. And so it wasn't that I was in a bad mood, I just wanted to sleep more. But thinking in terms of, you wake up and you just feeling kind of, I don't know, snarky or tired or irritable or whatever, and being able to take that step back and say, okay, well, first of all, I'm going to carry my energy into my life today, and that's going to affect everybody around me, because it does. Your energy impacts everybody that you're talking to. And so you can either be part of the solution or you can be part of the problem. And that means taking that step back and going, okay, how can I refocus my mood? How can I refocus what I am feeling, what I'm thinking about? You know, and part of that is maybe I need to eat a little bit bigger breakfast, or I need to eat a little more protein, or I need to maybe not drink as much caffeine as I did yesterday because I crashed, or, you know, who knows? But you know, doing that problem solving rather than just letting yourself go through the day feeling crummy. You know, what is it that you need to add in? You know, maybe you need to listen to some happy music. Maybe you need to listen to a funny podcast or YouTube video, or, you know, I like Dry Bar Comedy. Some of their stuff is pretty good. You know, so you might think about, okay, what could I add in that's going to make me laugh, or that's going to change my focus, give me some energy, but not bad energy, not adrenaline kind of energy, happy energy. And that begins to shift everything, because here's what's happened. Once you shift your energy, then you're going to be more mellow with other people. You're not going to have as much road rage. If you're listening to comedy, if you're listening to, I don't know, heavy metal band, you're probably going to have more road rage because it amps you up. So think in terms of what can you do to cool you down, or refocus you, or lighten the mood a little bit, and then do that. And then your interactions with people are going to be better. See, if you start out not feeling good, and then you drive, and people do stupid things when they're driving, I'm not discounting that. But I am saying, if you get mad at everybody that is driving stupid, you're going to be mad all day because there is no lack of human stupidity out there, and we all know that. And so what are you going to do with it, though? Are you going to let it ruin your day? Are you going to let it consume you? Or are you going to take that step back and go, whatever, maybe that guy's just having a bad day, or that gal's having a bad day, you know, and that's their path, not my path. I don't have to enter in their chaos, you know, and if you're already feeling bad and you enter in their chaos, then the next person you see, maybe a coworker, maybe your boss, maybe your significant other, husband, wife, whoever calls you, maybe it's one of your kids call you, and you just right? And so that person's like, oh crap, wow, okay, I didn't expect that reaction, you know, and so maybe they react strongly back. Maybe they're having a bad day too. And so now you're both angry. And so then you go on to your day, person after person, event after event, and it's impacting your whole day, right? So at any given point in that day, you can take that step back and go, you know what, I don't have to do this. I don't have to play this game. I don't have to be part of the chaos. I can take that step back, and I can take 5 minutes and do a relaxation visualization. I can put on some happy music. I can, I don't know, maybe you want to dance in your living room. I don't know what you want to do. Change the focus. Change where your mind is focused. Once you do that and you make a plan of where you want it to focus, things start to get better, but you got to take charge. And I don't know, maybe you were. I was never taught to do that. That did not come naturally to me. I thought my brain got to go wherever it wanted to go. And when I started learning, oh no, my brain doesn't get to go wherever it wants to go at that moment. I am going to plan that. I am going to refocus it. I am going to take it over here. You know, I kind of liken it to, you have a 3-year-old, and they see something that's very bright and very shiny, but it happens to be, I don't know, a can of gasoline, you know, and the kid makes a beeline for it. You don't let them sit there and drink it. You pick them up, and they may be mad at you momentarily, but then you take them to something else that's pretty, and you go, look at this, and they go, ooh, that's pretty. And now their mind has completely shifted. We can do that with our mind. We forget that we can do that with our mind, though, sometimes. So make sure today, as you're going through this day or tomorrow or over the weekend or whatever, if you wake up in that mood, make sure you're taking immediate action to shift, because you'll have a better day and you'll feel better, and your interactions with other people will be better. So anyway, something to think about. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you haven't checked it out, I have a great podcast called Mind Pilot. Feel free to check that out. And in the meantime, enjoy life. Figure out how to wake up happy, okay? This is Dr. Janet Price Sharps. Have a wonderful day.